So the first concept of the trigonometric that we will be talking about today is the Pythagoras rule. What does it state? Pythagoras rule states that the square of the longest side of a right angle triangle is equals to the sum of the square of the two other sides. That is to say, the longest side of a right angle triangle is the what? Good. Hypotenuse. That is, putting that together, we can say hypotenuse square is equals to the opposite square plus the adjacent square. And similarly, we can also say opposite square is equals to hypotenuse square minus adjacent square. Do you get how we did that? We just carry the adjacent to the hypotenuse, and also the adjacent square is equal to hypotenuse square minus opposite square. These are the formula that we are going to be using in the Pythagoras rule. Now, let's look at the first example. The question says a ship sails 6 kilometers east and then 8 kilometers north. Find the ship's distance from its starting point. Now, come and let's solve it together. Now, they said this is the ship. Pardon my drawing. It sails 6 kilometers to the east. This is the east. It sails to the east. Is now here, which is 6 kilometers. And then it now sails 8 kilometers to the north. It now go like this, up, up, up. So it's now in this place, 8 kilometers. And the question asks us to find the distance of the ship from its starting point. This is where the ship starts, and this is where the ship is now. So the distance between the two. That's what they ask us to find. So now from here, this form a right angle triangle. This is the right angle sign, right? So automatically this is the longest, which is the hypotenuse, right? So we are using the first formula, which is the hypotenuse square is equal to opposite square plus adjacent square, right? So now in this place we are going to say we don't know the hypotenuse. That's what they ask us to find. Hypotenuse square is equal to opposite. It can be either of the two, which is 8 square plus adjacent 6 square. That is, hypotenuse square is equal to, what is 8 square? 64 plus what is 6 square? 36. So hypotenuse square is equal to, what is 64 plus 36? That is 100, right? That is, to get the hypotenuse alone, we are going to square root both sides, right? That is to say, square root of hypotenuse square is equal to square root of 100, right? So square will cancel square root. That is, hypotenuse is equal to square root of 100 is 10 kilometers. So the distance of the ship from its starting point is 10 kilometers. So 10 kilometers. So that's solve the first question. The next question in the next video.